Hi, how are you? I hope that things are going well. I want to shout out to Ethan. Ethan's had some surgery and I hope that he's healing. So, hi, Ethan. And Tim, I know that you are still healing. And so, shout out to you as well. I just want to say hi to all of you. I hope that this past couple weeks has been okay. You know, um, it's different. It's different. We've been working hard at school. Um, I continue to work hard at home. For the most part, I'll be talking to you from home. Um, they want us a little bit at school if we need to be, but otherwise we're pretty much homebound as well. So you're going to get to know me in my house, and from time to time I'll show you things. I have a little house, just this little house. I'm in one of the bedrooms in my house, and which is kind of different, you know. So we're going to see each other in various ways. We're going to learn some things about each other that typically we wouldn't learn. This is our new normal, and it's fine. It's fine. Um, as we watch television or go online, we see like the whole world is like this. So it's kind of more intimate and more personal. Um, it's a little scary, to share that much about ourselves, but it is what it is. So I want to today just kind of cover some of the things that we're going to be, some expectations, and I hope that just everything goes well. All right? Um, all right, so you need to know that Mr. Greenwald, Mr. Howden, and myself, we've worked together to try to give you somewhat of a common experience, but yet with our own little twists and turns and expectations. That will probably work well um, because we're used to one another. Um, so I need you to pay attention to due dates and access the information. I'm going to be using Google Classroom. Um, don't pay attention to Mr. Howden's due dates or Mr. Greenwald's due dates. Pay attention to ours because they're not all exactly the same. I am going to go through some information, and I don't know, this is strange for me. So I hope that this is finding you well. I'm going to shut this portion of the camera off, and then I'm going to show you some things from the screen and do some more discussion that way. So, with no further ado, I hope that everything's going all right. If you need anything, you're going to have to reach out. Um, we'll do our best between the district and myself to make everything happen for you. Um, so please let me know if something's not right. All right. So here we go. Okay. So I'm back, and I am recording in WeVideo to make you a video. All right. So this is your outline. This is going to be in classroom, and this is your work. Okay. So it's just a checklist so that you can see when the due dates are and what you need to do. The very first, all right, so there's all of this, and everything's fine, so don't panic. But the very first thing you're going to do is you're going to listen to the lectures. Oops, this is not a Google form. This is a Google Doc. Google Doc. So let me quickly change that. Um, and, oh, shoot. This is what it looks like. Chapter 11, lecture response. Sorry, I'll quick do that. So, you have, sorry, I can't see. Okay, so Mr. Greenwald, Mr. Howden, and I have done 3 different lectures for you, and we've all participated in it. So when you go to Classroom, you're going to see this is the first thing that's listed, Chapter 11, Section Videos. So there's Section 1, Section 2, Section 3. When you're done with each one, you are going to go here into the lecture response. And quite honestly, if I were you, I would just have this up while you're watching the lecture and do it. So this is what this looks like. And you're just going to write a paragraph about the lecture. So it says, write a paragraph combining your own personal knowledge, the information presented in the lecture by Greenwald, Howden, and myself, and the graphic organizer that's presented at the end of the lecture. So you're going to use all that information, your own, what we gave you, and the graphic organizer. And you are going to write you're going to choose one concept, and you're going to incorporate all that information and write a paragraph, and you're going to put it in this here, in this column. So you're going to write a paragraph here for lecture 1. Then for the second lecture, you're going to do your paragraph in this section. And then, of course, by now you understand that after lecture 3, you're going to put your information in there. Okay? So that is what is going to happen there. And that is what you are going to, listen to chapters, the lectures 1 through 3, showed you those. The lecture response form, I've shown you that. Then there's Federalism in Action, COVID-19 worksheet, and this is what this looks like. Okay, so when you get here, you are going to see that the directions ask you to watch this news conference or press conference. And if you click on it, you will see that here's the conference, and you are to watch that. And I would again do this part while you're watching. You'll see that on the left, it asks you to list things that are done together by the different levels of government. You just bullet things here and do the opposite here, things that are done separately. So if there's something that all levels are doing, you're going to put them up here. If you're doing things that are separate, then you are going to, like independent, you're going to do the same. You're going to put bullets and just list. That's all you have to do, and then you can submit it back into Classroom. So the next thing that you have to do is you have to read the textbook. Now, I don't know how many of you have your textbook at home. I have yet to do this, but I will get it done. I will get the textbook scanned using my phone, and then I will link those scanned documents into Classroom. So I'll get that done this weekend yet. Then you're going to see you have a study guide. And the study guide is also in Classroom, and that is listed as study guide. So you click open the study guide, and this is something that we're all doing, Mr. Howden's classes as well as ours, and I believe Mr. Greenwald is as well. Don't quote me on it, but I think he is. And so when you open this up, you'll see that there's questions and there's directions as to how you're going to do it. So you're going to pick a color that's obvious, and you're going to put your answers to the questions. And I know this is a little different than the ones I do, but we're sharing our work and to make this all happen. And I'm doing the 12 videos for the lectures. So Mr. Howden volunteered to do this. So I know the structure is just a little bit different. And then you are to list and describe, the following in here, and then answer these questions. And when you are all done, then you're going to submit this back into Classroom. And you will see that where the date is, the due date. Then there's one other worksheet, that you're going to be doing, and that is the bug off worksheet. And it gives you a scenario. It's actually kind of fun, in an odd sort of fun way, I guess. But it will give you a scenario, and then you are to take this list, kind of like when we were looking at cabinet positions. Um, you're going to look at this list, and you are going to put them in order. You're going to, based on what is listed up here as far as the different agencies, you're going to go down to the list and you're going to copy and paste. So you're going to copy the activity, and then you're going to paste it down here in the chart in the right category or the right agency. So that's what you're going to do here. And when you're all done, you are going to submit it back into Classroom. And then if you look over here, you just have if you want to, you can do this. If you don't want to, that's totally fine. But there's quizzes and Quizlets just to practice. The chapter test is actually open book. By now, after you've done all of this stuff, it should be cake, but you are welcome to use your book. And then there's a feedback. And I will post that. I don't have that done yet, but I will post that. That's just going to ask you some basic questions. All right? So that's what you're looking at for this particular chapter. It's all doable, and you have flexibility. I will send you out like an office hour, but you can contact me. My phone number is 320-287-1697. I would prefer that you text first, and then we can set up whether or not it's a great time to call, if you want to call. If you want me to call you back or what have you, let me know. And then we'll do some live like Kahoots. I will invite you to do some live Kahoots, and I will just do a quick like, good morning, checking in with you. So that's kind of the plan for right now. I hope that it's all good. So there you have it, you guys. We can do this. I know we can. We can do this. So I hope you have a great week. I will check in with you. I'll send you a quick like, hey, and feel free to contact me. Again, if there's something that you guys need, please, please, please let me know. I want to make this experience the best that I can for you, and I want to make it fun for me too. So I know this is very structured, and we're not always so structured, but we can do this. I miss you. I hope that we get to be together in May. But for right now, this is the best that we can be. So take care of yourselves, take care of your family. Be grateful. I'm going to send you some flip grids so that we can see one another. But don't worry, they're just like quick, easy points. So love you all. Have a good week. Bye.